Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, out here in the lab doing what I do for you today. Got a good lesson for you, something near and dear to my heart. Remember that? All right, let's go. Right isn't 25 will live by. Storytelling, story with a message and a story for life. These are life lessons. I'm giving them. You tune in and receiving them. I'm hoping they're working out for you. I think it is because you keep coming back. I appreciate that. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right Thinker's way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline employed daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment. My mission is for you to do just that, aka know thyself. And I'm on a mission for you to do just that. Right thinkers need to know who you are. It's an advantage, trust me. In life, you need to know one thing, yourself, aka, let's go. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do for you. Wake you up to you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Father, all these persons they reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. To my eye, be true. Today, I'm big on knowledge. You know that I ain't big on that belief thing. I want to know. So I give lessons. I put messaging in my lessons. I give stories. Put a message in the story to give you a concept that you could actually use and materialize and manifest things you need for yourself with the knowledge and lessons I'm giving you every day. Let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about knowledge is the key to self-mastery. You're not going to master yourself with belief. You're not going to become a self-master with somebody else's dogma and you follow it without doing your own due diligence to get knowledge of what you profess. Let's go. Knowledge, aka light, it illuminates the mind against darkness, aka ignorance. Light, dark. Knowledge, ignorance. Knowing, belief. Everything's a choice. There's got to be balance. You got to have equal opposites for anything to work for you. In order for you to have a choice, you have to have two things. So just having one thing, not a good choice. Okay, let's go. You got the right to pick and choose, and we all have that same right. With knowledge of self, though, watch this. AKA, the kingdom of heaven is within. So if you know yourself, you'd have been met with the king of heaven. What the kingdom of heaven is within. You can't find the kingdom of heaven outside the self. So it's all based on your knowledge and understanding to conceptualize and understand the esoteric messages that I give you. Subliminal messaging is talking to somebody in front of other people, but the person you're talking to knows what you're talking about. Why? Because they're in. They understand. Egyptian mystery system is only mystery to the outsiders, not us. I know the mysteries. Let's go. Knowledge has an opposite. Ignorant, okay? Knowledge, good, ignorant, bad. Again, your choice. You can choose to be ignorant. Most people do. A lot of us do. Again, choice. He gave you that. So he ain't gonna frown on you for choosing to be ignorant. He just ain't gonna bless you. He gonna give you what you deserve. That's karma. All right? Right thinking is what? Having knowledge of who? Yourself. Why? So that you can be your best self with what? The knowledge that you have of yourself and who you are. I didn't have knowledge of myself then. I thought I did. I believed that I was the man. All that nonsense, see? With lack of knowledge, you are a destructive human being. You have powers that you're going to misuse and abuse because of what? lack of knowledge and the intuitive understanding of how to use the power, the gift that God gave us, we can manifest anything, even bad. I'm proof of that myself. Now I'm doing positive stuff. You can change. I did. Let's go. My self-knowledge, aka Nihas, is because I study daily and I did the right thing the same way for years before I got proficient and good at it. I didn't just start doing this yesterday. Right thinking philosophy is about learning thyself for what? Mastery of self. I gotta calm myself down. I'm about to freak out. In order for you to be like me, there's some things that you have to do. I'm not unique in that question. Can nobody be like me? No. Having knowledge of yourself, being your best self, that's freedom to choose. You can do that. I'm just trying to help you out if that's what you choose to do. If not, that's your choice again. Let's go. I don't twist nobody home. I just try to give you information that'll help you out. Again, that's what I bring to the table. Make yourself the focus of your studies, which I did for years. And when you master yourself, you're ready to help others. When I was in my lesson stage, my learning stage, I wasn't teaching. I was a student. Diligent student. Worked hard. Got my respect, learned my lessons. So now I have my right to do what it is I do for you. When you practice what you learn, that's right thinking philosophy. And the better you get the work at your work, the better you'll be as an individual. To be your best self means you need to know you from stem to stern, top to bottom, from head to toe. Understand that. Not have somebody instruct you or tell you who you are. All my students, I give you one thing, knowledge that you can use to better yourself. I'm not telling you to be, do, or anything. I'm just giving you messages and knowledge that you can use. That's why I'm a teacher, aka sage. Watch this. Now, I learned religious studies, philosophy, and mythology. Okay, these are all stories, but they're all lessons on self-mastery. These are things that you need to do to better yourself. So I learned these things, and yeah, it worked. I'm now a master of me. You will have to put in your work, do your study time, and live the lessons that you learn when? Daily. You can't start today. I'm a right thinker. All of a sudden next week, I done been mastered. I'm a master right thinker. After a week of doing my right thinking and living my out. Au contraire, mon frère. Okay. You will have to, right thinking philosophy teaches you everything you're going to need and to know to master yourself. I do what I do, which is enlighten and teach you. That's what I do for you. I have it. I do it. I live it. Yeah, trust me. I'm doing the show right now. With knowledge, you have empowered. With knowledge, you're empowered. Yeah, to be your best self. That's why I give you that. It's giving you power to be your best self with what? Knowledge of yourself. Being ignorant is the reason why you will suffer in life and by your own hands. Yeah. When you are ignorant of self, you're going to do self-destructive things. So in order to stop that, you need knowledge and you employ it, and then that empowers you to do what? The right thing. Being ignorant, you can't do what you know if you don't know what to do. When you know you're empowered being with what? You're an empowered being with self-knowledge, aka mastery of self, and you're free. What? Free to be yourself. A lot of us, when you're ignorant, you're in the suffer stage. Why? You're praying, you're hoping, you depend on somebody to get things done for you. That don't work in life. You have to do what you have to do. That's what right thinking philosophy teaches you to do. What you have to do. Yeah, I'm doing it, dog. Yeah, I'm doing my show, dog. I just told you I'm doing the show. I'm in the middle of my show.
All right.
All right. Sorry about that. student. A little late on the job, but it's okay. Here you go. Where was I lost my place. Okay, here you go. Okay, being proud. Self-knowledge is what? Knowing everything. Not everything, but everything about yourself. That's right thinking philosophy goal, to give you enough information and knowledge about you so that you can know you. We are powerful spiritual beings in human bodies. Use your knowledge to do, be, and get the things that you think you deserve out of life. Anything you want, you got to work for it. The things you need pretty much are given to you. That's God's gift. You put the work in to advance yourself with knowledge and understanding, and you can accumulate, you can achieve anything you want. Trust me on that one. Can you imagine? Listen, I want my young people to have this concept. Can you imagine our young learning and living spiritual truth, aka right thinking philosophy, at an early age? Ooh-wee. It's mind-boggling to think a bunch of us, our young people, sprouting up like wildfire the right way, not tearing up, not ganging up, no, right way, doing the right thing, making us proud. These children have parents. Parents, what are you doing? We know what you ain't doing, because the kids out there tearing stuff up. If my son out there terrorizing the neighborhood, I'm not having that. Grew up that way, so that's another lesson. Sorry about that. Get back. All right, here we go. Let me wrap this up. Again, knowledge means you know. Knowledge of self. You know who? Yourself. You obtain knowledge. How? By listening, reading, reflecting, meditating on all the things that you acquire, information that you have, and do some due diligence on your own to acquire information. Yeah! Excuse me. That will help you do the things that's beneficial to you, which is knowing you, understanding you, feeling good about you. I always knew my name, my birthday, my sex, but with knowledge of self, I know me, the essence of who I am. 40 years ago, I didn't have a clue. So understand that. And if I had that knowledge then, that picture probably wouldn't be there. I wouldn't have been doing the things I was doing at that time, okay? I was ego tripping. I want my picture for prosperity. That was the ego concept. But now I'm looking back saying, I'm glad I did that, okay? It can give me that link back. That's what religion does. It links you back. Okay, understand that. If you're the same person now that you was then, you didn't do nothing. I made a bunch of changes. Okay, here we go. Back to this. I'm about to wrap this up. I appreciate you. Now, if you know anything about me, no, I studied, I lived, I proved my point by what? Living my teachings for the last 10 years in secret. Nobody knew what I was doing. They didn't know I was up to something. They just didn't know. I'm perfecting myself. My man said I'd be sanctified. Another one said I'm going through the fire. Everybody giving me all these ideas, concepts, but I'm the one walking that arduous walk to where? To the top of that pyramid. I need to be up here. Why? Up here, I made it. Now I can come on down and bring all I can. I'm not gonna pick and choose who I want. Why? It's lonely at the top. But if I can come down and inspire and enlighten people to do their best, come on up by all means. But if you ain't willing to put the work in, don't waste your time. You won't make it. Okay? Here we go. Let me wrap this up. Where am I down here? Now it's me. Okay, yo, you go. In order, if you know anything about me, you know I know me some me. Thanks, Ms. Brown. I love me some me because I know me some me. That gives me the right and opportunity to love me. If you don't love you, you got problems. Here you go. In order to love yourself completely and honestly, you have to at least know yourself completely and honestly. When you think you know you, or you believe you know you, it's possible you can be wrong. You need to know. So prove it. Put it to the test. The lessons that I'm giving you, put them to the test. I do my biblical studies and everything my pastor give me, I put it to the test. The following week, I let them know, yeah, I tried that. It worked out okay. So I don't have a problem listening and learning something different to what I already know. I'll be asking myself, I don't need that. I got right thinking. I got all I need. Don't work that way. Not if you got knowledge of self. You know better. Here you go. Let me wrap this up for you. Knowledge is what? Power. But self-knowledge is superpower. I keep telling you. When people look at you a little different because the way you walk, the way you talk, that's superpower because you have knowledge of self and you carry yourself with something different about you. Something about that dude. Yeah, I'm that dude because I'm walking in my spirit with grace and understanding and respect for everybody I encounter. I don't come off as arrogant and brash. No. Just mild, meek, and peaceful. That's what I like to be at this point in my life. Now, academic knowledge, school and scholar, I got a daughter looking for a PhD degree. I'm still smart. And, academic is good when learned. That self-knowledge is even better when what? It's lived. It's good to learn. It's good to know. But if you ain't living it, who gonna know what you know? Having scholarly knowledge, again, is good if you're in academia, and that's where my daughter stays. I want her to be right there. Why? Because in that world, you are all that, because that's what it's based on. But in the real world, they will chew you up and spit you out because you're too nice, you're too gullible, and you still see life through rose-colored glasses, which is fine. I want her to keep having that view through life as long as she could. I want to break her glass and hurt her and have her see the way the world really is. So long as she where she is, that's fine. I love that. So trust me, use what you got to get where you want to go. And if academia is your area, stay in academia, learn, perfect it, and get what you want out of it. A good, fruitful life and hopefully a nice little piece of money. Here you go. Sorry about that. Get back. Being Papa Smurf right now. All right, she'll understand the person. All right, with self-knowledge, you're spiritually enlightened, aka a super being. Achus, aka H-U-S. That's an enlightened being, a giant in human form with knowledge. I have power through what? Knowledge of self. And how I live shows it. I don't walk around my chest out, my head up. I walk around smooth and easy and deal with people respectfully. So it's being seen as the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, all that good stuff. I'm proud of that. Last one, I'm wrapping up. Ooh, I'm way over time. I'm sorry about that. I know myself. You see, I wear Right Thing Philosophy emblem on my chest. That's my calling card. The I is what I represent. It means I see all. More important, I know all about me. Thank you. I appreciate the lesson I just gave you. Hope you got something out of it. I'll be back. I got to go.